Hey guys, what is up? I just went to a Best Buy drop. The line was pretty large. It was around pretty much the whole building. And I was not able to get a 3080 reference like I wanted. Most things were sold out by the time they got to me. However, I did get a 3070. So here we go. 3070 EVGA XC3 Ultra. It's the LHR version. It would have been cool to get a 3070 FTW3 to match the rest of my rig, but this one will work for now. New card's always a new card. So there we go, one more card. Let's get this thing up and running. I just about got a 3060 Ti, white one, because it was, I don't know, quite a bit cheaper than this, $150 less, maybe more, and it hashes for just about the same as a 3070. But I figured 3070s are more efficient density wise, so I'd just give one of these a shot. They're also a little harder to get. It's easier to get 3060 Ti's. Geez, I got so much flack for calling it a Ti before. I hope I've been calling it Ti the whole time. I don't know. I guess I'll find out after this is done. Anyhow, I ended up going with the 3070 because why not? They're a little harder to get. Price was MSRP, so that's always good. I really wanted a 3080 or a 3070 reference edition, but of course those are all the guys. I guess there's people like literally camping out there since who knows when. But I did not want to be one of those guys for card. It is not worth my time to do that. So I got myself an LHR card, which isn't terrible. It would have been cool to get a 3070 EVGA FTW3 model, because then I could have thrown it in my full one of every card LHR rig. But this one is the XC3. It will have to do. That's okay. This card is going to be on Raven for now. It's funny, if I check the online Craigslist / Kijiji listings for my city, they will be, I guess, everywhere in Canada. Best Buy did a drop everywhere in Canada. Kijiji is going to be just loaded with graphics cards, like a ridiculous number of graphics cards. I don't have a riser here. I'm going to have to get a riser, and this card is going to go. So I'm trying a few things today. That's interesting. This is all, I don't know if there's there's just a protection there. You know, I used to enjoy taking these off of cards when they were new, but now it's just a pain in the butt because I'm getting so many of them. I'd rather just not have to deal with it. That's kind of funny. I'll go get a riser for that. Here's my riser. This is one of the ones from GPUrisers.com. These are the best risers I've ever used. They work really good. I like these really long cables on them. I am using a lot of them. I also get some other purple ones that I get locally, which are, I don't have as much experience with them, but those are working pretty good so far. So to power these, I'm always using a splitter like this for the 6-pin in here. Slide the card in, and then one of these will go up here. I suppose I don't need, I could just run the power supply right through there, but this thing's only going to draw 150 watts, so that's nothing. So this is a little bit of an experiment here. I will be running this is my B250 board, which I had all kinds of issues with. So I bought an adapter for it, which is right here. This is Rank J. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sure it's not in English. Ranky. Oh, that's Ranky. I've seen their stuff before. This is just off of Amazon. The other one I had was a TP-Link, and it worked awesome. So the power went out of my place, and again, same thing that happened with this, it just stopped connecting to the Ethernet. For whatever reason, it kills your Ethernet. And someone in the comments suggested that I get these USB to Ethernet adapters. You can see there, Ethernet on one end, USB on the other. And it worked like a charm on the other rig. So this is my first time on the B250 since I've had all those issues. I had 14 Nvidia cards on here before, running just fine. And then I lost the power in my house. When it came back up, it refused to connect to the internet. I got ticked off, couldn't get it to fix after like working on it till midnight. And took everything off of it. So here's the case that I had for it. Empty board. I'm going to try using this and hopefully this will allow me to connect to the internet. This is a super temporary build. I'm just going to be running Simple Miner or Hive, probably Simple Miner, just off of a USB drive, just to see if this card works. And if it works, I will move it to a better board, not a better board, but a more permanent solution. But for now, this is just going to be running by itself on here. This is just an old power supply that I had. I don't think it's even gold. This is just a bronze Cool Master. This is actually my personal power supply for my computer like 10 years ago. I can't believe the thing's still running. I think I said that this one's just going to be running Raven for now because it is an LHR card. That's it. Everything's plugged in. This motherboard was already plugged in. I just need to plug in the Ethernet. Make sure SMOS is on that flash drive. Plug the Ethernet into this thing here. And then fire it up and see if it works. One more thing of note with doing these rigs, I finally got a new precision screwdriver set. Apsung. This is just, I don't know, no-name brand, something off of Amazon. It's cost me maybe $25. It is awesome for doing the computer work. Look at all those different bits on there. It's just crazy. There's so many on here. It's got a tool to magnetize and demagnetize. It's got these guitar picks, which are not actually guitar picks. They're for prying open things. So I'm actually going to open up my MSI laptop in the next couple of days here and clean it out and put it back together because the temps are getting a bit hot on that. I might leave the back off of it to improve airflow. It's got the regular screwdriver there. It's got a flexible one here so you can screw around corners. What else we got here? Some tweezers, more pry bars. Got a suction cup to pull things apart. This is just another adapter. I haven't seen what that's for. But for these big ones, I guess, the big bits. Get one of these. If you're doing work on computer stuff, it's super cheap. It works awesome. This is way better than the crappy ones I was using before. Magnetized ends so you don't lose your screws. So time to plug this thing in. Let's see if it works. Fingers crossed on the B250. Let's get some internet going to it. Single card has been fired up in the mining room. There we go. It's just starting up now. Lights are on. Looks pretty silly, this big rig with one card all by itself. It's not going to stay there. There's some other cards behind, rigs behind there you can see. Let's go check it out on the software, see if it's registering. I was having some issues, so I stuck the motherboard here. Okay, it says it's booting to Ubuntu. Start. Okay. See here on this B250 board, one card, green, it says it's working. Okay, boot to Ubuntu. IP address. This is what it was doing before. I hope this thing works. I might have to enable USBs if they're disabled. Should work. thing might just be toast. Maybe the dongle's not working. That's not looking promising. I'm gonna have to do some more digging. If this doesn't work, I'm going to throw this on the different motherboard and try fixing this one another day. I'm tired of playing around with this B250. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay, let's throw this on my other motherboard and see if we can get it running. So, some small changes here. I couldn't get that B250 to work, and I didn't feel like trying out the other case and motherboard. So here I am with this Spider Miner and the card. I'm going to be putting it inside of here and running it on Ethereum with a bunch of 10 series cards on Hive. 3070 is in the case. It is surprisingly small compared to the other cards. I've got some 1070 Strix. I guess the Strix. Here's the Strix, 1070 Strix. Here's the EVGA 3070. This card is shorter. You can see here it is shorter and not as deep. The cooling is way bigger on the 1070 Strix. I'm not sure if that's because it's a 1070 card or if it's because it's a Strix. Either way, surprising how small that 3070 is. So it's in the case here. I am going to plug in the power cables, don't forget to do that, and then run it on Ethereum right now using the LHR unlock on T-Rex Miner. Here are the cards in the Spider Miner. As you can see, it is right here, GPU 5, 3070, along with all these 10 series cards. This is running T-Rex. I haven't done the LHR unlock at all. This is just full nerfed LHR, 32.8 hashes. What do we got here? 97 watts. Here's my overclock. 1070 core lock and 2400 memory, 125 power. So this is with the full nerfed rate, 32.8. I wasn't originally planning on putting it in here, but you know, with my motherboard issues and I got like cases all over the place, I really need to organize my stuff. I thought the quickest thing, easiest thing to do is just throw it in this case because there's some space on there, and then just run it like this. And this actually gives me the opportunity to try out that LHR unlock on T-Rex and take it a little more seriously and run the card kind of long term. You know, might run it for a week with the unlock. We'll see how that goes. But that is for another day. For now, we've got 32.8 mega hash. This is the full nerfed LHR mode. So that is the worst that this card should do. 97 watts. Really curious to see what that goes up to when you apply the unlock on it. There you go. That is what that card is doing. This is that brand new EVGA. I don't even remember what the model is called. That's it for now. I'm happy it's running, you know, 100% up. That's what I got to do. Just get it running and then worry about making it better later. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, Best Buy, for selling me a card. One card is better than no cards, so let's keep growing that farm. Take it easy, guys.